Yo, what's up, y'all? Happy day after MLK. I wasn't online yesterday. I apologize for that. I kind of stay off social media on MLK Day because I get tired of all the fake MLK love that I see. People quoting him in words and stuff. They never quote him anytime throughout the year, but they quote him yesterday. Yeah, no thanks, guys. And I'm almost positive if MLK was alive today, he'd be like, yo, you know what? My bad, dog. I'm going to expound on that. I integrated us into a burning house. But I digress. Happy day. I bring that up because my wife and I yesterday got into a conversation. Actually, it was like the second round of a conversation that we had gotten into before. My wife is a huge football fan. Huge football fan. Not as much on basketball as she used to be. And I was trying to figure out why. Like, what happened to the product that made her not like it as much. And she admitted it to me yesterday. And it's something that I've also figured, to be perfectly honest. I keep hearing all this, what's wrong with basketball? What's wrong with basketball? Basketball is what's wrong with basketball. Keep it 200. I don't really care if y'all young people listening to me right now are going, oh, you just an old man. Get off my lawn. Yeah, get off my damn it lawn, man. I mean, let's face it. The only people who really think that right now in the league it's hot is the kids right now. Anybody who has watched the NBA within the last 15 years, if you started watching 15 years ago and you're watching it now, it's a different animal completely. You know what I mean? And quite honestly, dude, it's boring as hell. You got people doing nothing but shooting threes. There's no physicality. You know what I mean? There's no real rivalries anymore. It's weak. It just is. It's a weak product overall. You know, I mean, and then the whole era of the super team nonsense. Yo, honestly, people like parody. People like, rooting for teams that maybe last year weren't in it, but then this year they played so hard and they came together as a unit and a team and a group. Love it. Love it. I mean, but it's all a symptom of each other. The one and done, in my humble opinion, has completely and utterly weakened the NBA product. You got kids in here who need 4 years of development before they can even be anything, and no one gives them time, so you got a bunch of kids that end up going to the G League 2 to 3 years after they get into the league in the first place. We're all expecting everybody to be like LeBrons, so to speak. And I don't get that. Listen, not everybody is a high school kid that can come out and do things. Not everybody's Kevin Garnett. That just it doesn't work that way. Not everybody's Coach. Not everybody. But I feel like the league has watered itself down. We already know defensively it's nowhere near where it used to be. And I'm sorry. Yo, that stuff was what was fun. The in the paint wars, you're not going to out-muscle me, you're not going to out-slick me, you're not going to pull off that fancy behind move on me. I loved that, and many people loved that. We loved the fact that in the college game, you saw these kids for 2, 3, maybe even 4 years before they got out, and we got to know them before they went to the draft, so we were actually with them when they got drafted. We were proud of them because we had watched them and we knew their history. We knew their story. These guys, man, if you don't watch the tournament, you won't know anybody in the draft. And that's it. We only really watch the tournament. We don't even watch college seasons like we used to. There's so much right now that is leading into these pieces. AAU, the kids, 7th, 6th graders, shooting threes. Why? Go to the paint, learn the paint. Learn the fundamentals of this game. but they're not, and it trickles up. In this particular case, it trickles up, and everybody wants to compare players now to players 10, 15 years ago because they feel like they need to be validated by putting themselves up against guys who played in completely different conditions. I mean, the last decade, please stop comparing anything from the last decade to any other decade prior. It's a different game. You know, I mean, and please, with all this, oh, imagine if those guys had the 3 rules. Your rules today are not the better rules. They're just not. They're just the rules of today. So let's stop trying to make everything into what's hot right now, because that's the problem. We just got finished seeing football get to their championship games, and now we're at the Super Bowl. Do you know how people watch that? Because the Tennessee damn Titans knocked off the daggone Patriots and the Ravens. That was cool. That was cool because you didn't expect it. You know, you don't know what to expect with football. That's why football is still so exciting. Yes, I know Colin and the kneeling. At the end of the day, there's still more people watching football right now. And it's because it's still a very physical product, and at the end of the day, people like physicality. Going back to the days of the Roman gladiators, yo, we love physicality. You know what I mean? We do. We dig it. The Jordan rules, let's keep that 100. What them bad boys was doing, it was not appalling back then. It just wasn't. It was like, yo, oh my God, they killed him. You know what I'm saying? We love physicality. What we don't love is everybody's my friend, and I want to play with my friends, and I don't care about the team and the organization, and I care about me, and I care about my brand. Who gives a shit about your brand? Pardon my French, that's the first time I actually touched on these things. But, yo, honestly, today's athletes, in my humble opinion, some of their wires is a little crossed. Listen, I get it. Yo, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your family. I get that 100%. But, I mean, now I'm going off because now I'm thinking about AD. I'm thinking about the decision. I'm just thinking about a lot of things, you know, that really, in my humble opinion, ruined this great sport that I love over time. And we kind of sat back and cheered its ruination as opposed to being opposed to it. So just like with this current, you know, presidential situation, we do this to ourselves, y'all. You know, and then we sit back and be like, what happened to this? Yeah, this is what happened to this. That's why I coach at rec league level, and that's why I coach at the little kid level, and I coach fundamentals, defense, and I don't coach shooting threes. Because my kids are going to end up playing for somebody else's coach, and they're going to love the fact that these kids actually know how to play the game. This is my Tuesday morning / Monday morning rant, because we was off yesterday. I thank y'all all for listening. Once again, Shemaine Man Coach 5. I'll talk to y'all later.